All right. So let us have a look here. Okay. So once again, good evening to Manoj, Radhakrishna, Manvita, Adityan, and Mokshita. So I have been calling Mokshita as Sri Devi because that is the name that is written there. So thank you for coming in early. Okay, so Manvita, I should remember it as Rutvik. It's very difficult to call the names other than what is written in the chat, but I'll try to remember. So, hi Ritvik. So, are you all able to see the slide clearly? So, if you are not able to see it clearly, kindly go and increase the resolution of the video in the YouTube settings. Yeah, hi Sri Devi. Sorry, hi. I should see the names once in a while, I guess. All right. Hi Adityan. So I have received the project submitted by Adityan. So I'll discuss some parts of the project today. So let us allow the others also to join in the meantime. So today's session is titled Mathemagics. So we are going to continue our discussion into magic numbers. This time we'll be giving you a little bit of science behind the magic, and we will try to learn how to simplify doing arithmetic operations, in fact any mathematical operations, by learning a few sutras in Vedic mathematics. In particular, what we are going to do today is multiplication of numbers which are close to 100. How do we simplify that, and how do we do it in a one-line method? That's why it is written as simple and straight methods. These can be applied. You can do these problems in your mind. It's very powerful and you can get the answers quite fast. Okay, so Manoj is asking what is the project. Okay, so in the last class, towards the end, I had displayed the project questions. So project is basically you will be given 2 or 3 problems. You will have to solve it and you have to upload that. So every week you will get one project. So this week's project I will just announce at the end of today's class. Okay, so today also you're going to get a project which you will see in the description of the YouTube video that you're watching. So at the end of today's class, go to the video and see the description what is written. So in that you will see a Google form. So you have to submit your projects by next week, that is next Saturday. Okay, and we'll have a discussion of the project once everyone submits the project. So is that clear? Is that clear, Manoj? All right. Okay, so Manoj is asking, can I submit today? If you submit today, okay, so I'm planning to discuss the project today because it was given last Saturday. So what you can do is you can submit project 2. So today I'm going to give you project 2. You can submit that. Okay, so that you will have time till next Saturday. All right. So before I begin, I will show you the link to the project submission number 2. So this will also be appearing in the description box of today's video. So it is a Google form and you will see the question also available in the Google form itself. So in the Google form itself, you can see what is the question. What you can do is either write down your solutions in a piece of paper and scan it and upload it, or you can just edit the slide in which the question appears. So either way is okay. In the last week's project, I only saw Adityan who has submitted the project. So that I'll be closing the link to the submission today of project 1, and I'll be discussing the problems in today's class. All right. So are you all ready for today's class for learning a little bit of mathematics? If you are ready, kindly give a thumbs up in the chat box. So kindly be fast on your feedback so that the class starts on time. So thank you, Adityan. So Adityan has given the signal to start. So today's story that we'll begin with is that of two frogs, and one of the frogs is called Dr. Frog, and he's a scientist who lives in the well. All right. So this frog, Dr. Frog, has not seen the world outside. He has only seen the well, and his universe is the well. And he has taken a PhD in everything about the well. And what this frog thinks is that the universe is his well, and he knows everything within the well. So let's see what is the conversation between the two frogs. So there is Dr. Frog and there is a salesman frog. So the salesman frog actually sells the shells that are there in the seashore or seashells. So once the salesman frog visits the well, and he sees Dr. Frog. So Dr. Frog introduces himself that he is a scientist, and he boasts of himself as he knows everything under the sun. So the salesman frog is very much excited to know that he can see a person who is very well educated, so he can clear all his doubts. And he has come to sell some seashells to Dr. Frog. Now, when he introduces, the salesman frog introduces about the sea and the seashells, the scientist frog or Dr. Frog is puzzled. He is not aware of what a sea is and what the seashells are. So he is questioning, how small is your sea compared to my well? So everything that Dr. Frog knows is about the well, and he is asking, what is your sea? Is it very small compared to my well? So in a sympathetic tone, salesman frog says, oh, have you not heard about the sea? It is very huge, and there is plenty of water in it, and it has also waves. So Dr. Frog has never seen a sea. So he is trying to compare a sea to his well. And as we know, you cannot describe a sea using a well. So whenever students encounter some problems, they try to apply some method that they had already known. But probably the situation is different. So especially I have seen students, when they read the question, they try to relate to some question they have already solved or they already know. So it's very important that you understand the question well. So in Vedic mathematics, we teach actually techniques where you can think in a simple manner, identify the important parts of the question, and apply tricks which are suitable for that mathematical problem. So don't be a Dr. Frog, but keep your mind always open and think in a simple manner. So you're going to learn these tips in Vedic mathematics. All right. So we are going to take up some revision questions and we'll gradually take up to the topic of multiplication of numbers near 100. So here I'm going to give you an exercise. You can type in your answers in the chat box. I'll be watching for a minute. I'll give you 2 or 3 hints. You have to guess this magic number. Okay. So the first hint is the number is a 2-digit number. Alright. So I'll show you 2 hints. After that you can start guessing. The second hint is that I am a prime number. So which is the smallest 2-digit prime number? Which is the smallest 2-digit prime number? Everybody can see the hints here. So I am a 2-digit number and I am a prime number. So yeah. So Sridevi says it's 11. Adityan says it is 13. Oh, sorry, Mokshida says it is 11. Adityan says it is 13. Manoj says it is 11. So it is in fact 11. 11 is also a prime number. So everybody knows what is a prime number. So prime number is a number which does not factorize by any other number other than 1 and itself. So if you take the number 9, 9 is not a prime number because 9 can be written as 3 times 3, which is actually factorizable by some other numbers. Whereas if you take the number 11, 11 can only be written as 11 times 1. So the number 11 is a prime number because it is factorizable only by 1 and itself and no other numbers. So the magic number what I have in mind is different. So I'm going to show you the third hint. The first digit, which is the tens place digit, is smaller than the second digit. This is my third hint. So what will be the smallest number that is going to satisfy all the 3 hints? So the first hint is I am a 2-digit number. The second hint is I am a prime number, and the third hint is my first digit is smaller than the second. Yes, I can see all of you are answering it as 13, which in fact is correct. But I have one more hint that is going to show up, so you have to guess it really quickly. My digits add up to 10. So there are 2 places, the tens place and the units place. If you add these 2, you are going to get it as 10. Okay. So Mokshida says it is 19, which in fact is correct. Let us figure out which is the second number which has the same property. Which is the second number after 19 which has the same property. So after 19, let's see what are the prime numbers. It is 23. 23 is a prime number. 2 plus 3 is 5. So the last condition is not met. What about 29? 29 is also a prime number. 29, if you add up the digits, it is going to be 11. So that also is not satisfied. What is the next prime number? 31. 31 adds up to 4, which is incorrect. So which is the number after 31? Is it 35, 33? No, it is going to be 37. So the number 37 also is satisfying all the 4 conditions. And the magic number that we are going to learn about is 37. Alright. Now what is so magical about this number 37? So let me just erase everything and show you the magical property of 37. So think about 37 multiplied by 3. How do I do this multiplication? 37 multiplied by 3. You can do 40 multiplied by 3 and you can subtract 9 from it, because I can write 37 as 40 minus 3. You first multiply 40 with 3, which is 120. 120 minus 9, and that is going to be 111. Alright, so are you with me? So this is the magical property of 37. If I multiply the number 37 with 3, it is going to give all ones. And in the last class, we discussed how to do multiplication with 11. To give you a sample exercise, I'll give you a simple problem which you can try. So I'll just put it inside the box. So the question is, how do I multiply a 5-digit number 1, 2, 3, 6, 5 by 11? So I need to multiply this 5-digit number by 11. You have to give the answer in just one line. You need not use any kind of pen or paper. You can do it in the mind and just type in the answer. I'll give you exactly 15 seconds to do so. So everybody, the question is it clear? You have to multiply the 5-digit number 1, 2, 3, 6, 5 with 11 and tell the answer in the chat box. So your time starts now. Oh, I think Mokshida gives the first answer. We'll wait for a few more seconds, 5 more seconds more. What about Aditya? What about others who have joined? Jagruti? What about Manoj? What about Rutvik? Yeah. So I can see two answers. Both of them have given the same answer. So let us check. So the method is like this. What you have to do is, you have to add a 0 in front of the number as well as behind the number. Then you start adding two adjacent digits like this. You start adding two adjacent digits. So you can do from left to right, because that is the method that is suggested in Vedic mathematics. So the first number is 0 plus 1, which is 1. Second number is 1 plus 2, which is 3. Next is 2 plus 3, 5. Next is 3 plus 6, 9. Next is 6 plus 5. You have to be careful here because there is a carry. So you have to write 11 like this. And the last number is going to be 5. So the final answer is going to be, I'll start from right, 5, 1. This is going to carry as 10. That 10 is going to carry as 1 here. So 10, I can write a 1 as a carry. So 1 plus 5 is going to be 6. Next numbers remain the same. So the answer is 136015. I think Lohita and Adityan has given the correct answers this time. So the others were also close, especially Manoj, Rutvik, and I have to go back, Mokshida. Yeah, Mokshida, you are also very close, but you have to just be careful about this one. I think most of you had forgotten the carry of 1. So this is how you did multiplication by 11. So today I am going to teach you about how to do multiplication by 3 ones or 111. So this method is called as the train multiplication or the moving train multiplication. So I'll show you one example. So 37 is our magic number. So I want to do 37 multiplied by 3 times 7. Now the answer is quite direct. I know 37 times 3 is 111, and if I multiply it by 7, it is going to be 777. It's quite direct. Alright, so let's see the second example. This time the problem is quite different. 37 multiplied by 2 multiplied by 33. Now I want to find a way of combining 37 multiplied by 3. Now take the number 33. 33 is nothing but 3 times 11. So I can write this as 37 multiplied by 2 times 3 times 11. Now combine the 3 and the 37, you will get it is 111 multiplied by 2 multiplied by 11, which is 22. Now I am going to show you the moving train method. So the moving train method is like this. You write the number other than 111 and I will start moving the number 111 as a train from left to right. Okay. So imagine that you are on a train which has 3 bogies. So the number 1, so this is the engine, this is the middle bogie, this is the last bogie. So this 22 is a train with only 2 bogies. So you are sitting in the engine and now there is a window through which you can see the tail of the other train or the last part of the other train. So you multiply these two numbers in that window, that will be your first number, that is 2. Okay. Now what you have to do is shift the train by 1 position. How do I shift that? It's quite direct. 1 you put here, 1 you put here. So this is the second position of the train. So in this you can see the other train through 2 windows like this. So multiply the numbers in the first window, which is 2. In the second window also it is 2. Now what you have to do is you have to add the 2 numbers. 2 multiplied by 1 plus 2 multiplied by 1, which is 4. Now what is the next step? The train should go one more step forward. So I'll just remove the boxes and show you that one more step. So train goes one more step forward. Okay, I think there is some slight problem with the pen. Okay, right. So I'll write it 1 here and 1 here. So now also you will have 2 windows which share the number 2. So 2 multiplied by 1 and 2 multiplied by 1, both are equal to 2. You add them up, again you get the number 4. Now in the last position, what is the number? You can erase the last window because the train has left. And only the last bogie of the train is going to match with that position. So it's 111 here. So only a 2 is going to come here. So the answer is going to be 2442. So I think I explained it in a lengthy manner, but if you just understood what the essence of this technique is, what you're doing is you are only moving the number 111 from the left side to the right side, and wherever 2 numbers are matching, you multiply and you add the numbers in each window. That is how we got the number 2442. So I'll give you another example as an exercise for each of you to solve. So what is 37 multiplied by, I'll this time write 3 times 33. What is the number 37 multiplied by 3 times 33? I'll give you around 20 seconds this time. Your time starts now. Please post your answers once you get completed. So is the question clear? Now you have to do multiplication of 37 by 3 and then by 33. Adityan, please think carefully. Hi, Mokshita has given an answer. Manoj has also tried to give an answer. Rutvik also given an answer. So let us discuss the answer right now. So let me use a different color ink now. Okay, so we know 37 multiplied by 3 is 111. So I'll do 111 multiplied by 33. So the moving train method, you first have to move the number 111 over 33. So 33 is a train which is standing in the same place. 111 is a train which is moving from left to right. So the first one is going to interact with the first 3 here. So the first number is going to be 3. Then the train moves just by one step. So it is going to be 3 plus 3, which is 6. Then the train moves again. It is going to be 3 plus 3 again, which is 6. And the last number is just 1 multiplied by 3 or 3. So the answer is going to be 3663. So it's very straightforward. Okay, now I'm going to use whatever we have learned and I'm going to ask you a little bit more difficult problem. So let me show you the problem. You have to do 36 multiplied by 23. Remember, you have to use the magic number 37. So I'll give you some hints on how you can convert this problem into 37. You write the number 36 as 37 minus 1. So this is the first step. Because I know 37 is a magic number. And if I multiply that magic number by 3, it is going to be 111, which is easy to multiply by the moving train method. So 37 minus 1 into 23, this is nothing but 37 multiplied by 23 minus 23. I am just distributing the 23 among the two terms. Everybody knows the distributive law. Now, in this, I don't find any 3. So what will I do? I should find a factor which is closest to 3. Which is that factor which is closest to 3? I can do it in many ways, but one way is to write the number as 20 plus 3. Okay? So if I write it as 20 plus 3, you will get 37 into 20 plus 37 into 3 minus 23. This you can write, everybody knows how to double 37. Doubling 37 is same as doubling 30 and doubling 7. Doubling 30 is 60 plus doubling 7 is 14. So 60 plus 14 is nothing but 74, or this is going to be 740. And we just learned that 37 multiplied by 3 is 111. From this, I have to subtract 23. So what is 740 plus 111? It is 851 minus 23. And we all know how to do subtractions, right? By this time. How do we do? You have to make this 23 equal to 51. So what will you add to it? First you add 30. If you add 30 to it, how much will you get? You will get 53, but I only want 51. So you add 30 and subtract 2. So which is 28. So this is going to be 828. Yes, I can see a lot of answers. So I hope everybody has understood the method, right? Here we did not use any explicit multiplication by 111, or we did not use the moving train method, but at least we got an advantage of writing 36 as 37 minus 1 because we know that 37 is a magic number. Okay, So I think I missed to mention, somebody had written that in the previous problem where we guessed the numbers. So here somebody had given this answer as 73. So let me mention that 73 does not satisfy the third hint that is mentioned here. That is, the first digit is smaller than the second digit. If your number is 73, the first digit, which is 7, is greater than the second digit. So that is why the number is not 73, but it is 37. Okay, so let me go back to this problem over here that we are discussing. Hope everybody has understood. So let me just erase it and go to the next challenging problem. So this time I'm giving you exactly 30 seconds to solve for this problem, and after that I'll do the discussion. So your time starts now. Apply the magic number rule and the moving train multiplication. Okay, so I'll be watching the chat box in the meantime to see who is having the fastest fingers here. Oh, okay, Adityan. Adityan always has the fastest fingers, but we'll have to wait for 2-3 more answers to come in before we can confirm whether Adityan's answer is right or not. All right. Okay, Manoj also has the similar answer. So if you are using a calculator, please keep your calculator away and try to do it in your notebook or try to do it in your mind. It's a very good exercise for the mind, actually. All right. Okay, I only see one answer which is different from the others, which is by Lohita, and I think Mokshita also has given a slightly different answer, it seems. So let us see what is the correct answer. So 37 multiplied by 3, you can group and write it as 111. So this is 111 multiplied by 777. So there are two trains, each are 3 bogies each, and now we have to see what is the multiplication between the two numbers. So I'll start with the first number. So you have to do this train 111 is moving from left to right, 777 is a stationary train, it's not moving. So it is 7, 1 multiplied by 7 is 7, 7 multiplied by 1, 7 multiplied by 1, you add it, you get 14. So you write 14 like this. Next, you move the train once again. This time, all 7s are going to fall in line with the number 111. So you have to do 7 plus 7 plus 7, which is 21. So 21 I'll write like this. And the next number is only the initial 7 is not having a 1. The remaining 7 is coming in line with 1. So it is again 7 plus 7, which is 14. I'll write like this. And the last digit, of course, is 1 times 7 or 7. So if I consider the carries, I'll start writing the answer from right. The last digit is 7, then it is 4, then it is 1 plus 1 or 2, then it is 2 plus 4, which is 6, and then it is 1 plus 7 or 8. So the answer is going to be 86247. So I can see Adityan, Manoj, and Mokshita. I think Mokshita has given the correct answer. Not Mokshita, I think Rutvik, is it correct? I don't know. Manvita, whoever has the chat name as Manvita, I think your name is Rutvik. All right. So others who have not understood, please put, if you have not understood, a thumbs down in the chat box so that I can understand and explain this once again for you. Is this method clear to all of you, the moving train method? So in this last problem, we had carry. So whenever you have carry, please be a little bit careful. So those who have not understood, kindly give a thumbs down so that I can explain once again. Alright, so hope everybody has understood. I'm going to move forward. So today we are going to learn about multiplication of numbers close to 100. And the first multiplication that we are going to take is the number 99. It's the largest two-digit integer, which is a positive number. So here I have a small word problem. So this is a problem of a farmer who has cultivated corns, and he wants to sell the corns in the market. So he goes to the market and he had a total yield of 78 kg. So he takes these 78 kg of corns in a truck to the market for selling. So he had put in 100 rupees for cultivating each kg of corn. For each kilogram of corn, he had spent for fertilizers, for other farming equipments like the tractors, for plowing the field, he had some labor cost. All this he had spent 100 rupees. So when he goes to the market while selling, he is selling it at 199 rupees because he needs some profit. So he is increasing the amount by 99 rupees and selling it at 199. Now the question is, what is the profit that the farmer gets at the end of the sale? Suppose he is able to sell all 78 kgs, what is the profit that he gets? So we are going to learn two important sutras here. The first sutra is going to be, I'll write here, by 1 less than the one before, by 1 less than one before, and the second is all from 9 and last from 10. So this is the second sutra that we are going to learn. So the sutra number 1, sutra meaning formula or word formula. So the first formula that we are going to learn is by 1 less than the one before, and the second is all from 9 and the last from 10. So let us see what is the profit for this farmer. So the farmer actual cost that he had to spend is rupees 100 per kg. But his selling price is 199, which is 99 more than the actual price he had spent. So his profit is going to be 99 rupees per kg. Everybody agrees that? The profit for the farmer is 199 minus 100, which is 99 rupees per kg. So this is per each kilogram he is going to earn 99. So he has a total of 78 kilograms. So the answer is going to be 78 multiplied by 99. Alright. So the method I am going to show is very simple. You will be able to write the answer without using a calculator, without using a pen and paper. You can do everything in your mind. So this is a very special multiplication with 99. So whenever you have a two-digit number multiplied by 99, what you have to do is the first two digits you have to apply the first sutra. What is the first sutra? By 1 less than the one before. So the number is 78. So what you have to do is you have to do 78 minus 1. What is 78 minus 1? It is 77. So the first two numbers to the answer is 77. The last two numbers you have to apply the second sutra, all from 9s and the last from 10. So it's a 2-digit number, 78 is a 2-digit number. So you write the number 9 on top of the first tens place digit and the number 10 above the units digit. Now do 9 minus 7. What is 9 minus 7? It is 2. What is 10 minus 8? That is also 2. So the answer here is going to be 1722. I will explain it once again. It is a very easy thing to do. So what I have to do is I want to multiply 78 with 99. So let me just take a highlighter so that it is easy for everybody to see. So I want to do this multiplication of 78 with 99. So the first two digit is going to be the number minus 1. I am going to apply the first sutra, which is 1 less than 1 before. So you just have to do 78 minus 1 or 77. The second part to the answer, which is the last two digit, is going to be you have to apply the second sutra or all from 9s and last from 10. So if I do all from 9s, I am going to get 9 minus 7, which is the first digit over here, 2. And the last from 10, that this is the last digit, 8 is the last digit in 78, that you have to subtract from 10. So 10 minus 8, that is also 2. So the answer is going to be 7722. Now suppose the farmer, instead of having, so if the farmer had, suppose instead of 78, he had 88, what would be the answer be? What is the answer of the profit that he gets if he had 88 kg? So this is a problem for you to solve. Write the answers in the chat box. So apply the same two rules. So the Sutra 1 and Sutra 2, you should be able to calculate everything in your mind. You need not use any calculator. So your time starts now. I'll give you exactly 15 seconds. Yes, Lohita, you have given the first answers. Let us wait for one more answer. Yes, Manoj has also posted the same answer. Let us verify whether these two answers are the same. So Adityan gives a slightly different answer, but Adityan, you have to check because the last digit of multiplication cannot be 1. 8 multiplied by 9 is 72. So the last digit should always end in 2. The answer should end in 2. So let us see the answer here. I'm going to write in green. So the first step I'll do is 88 minus 1. Apply the first sutra. 88 minus 1 is 87. The second sutra, all from 9s, last from 10. So 9 minus 8, it is going to be 1. 9, the last digit, last from 10, the last digit is also 8. So you have to do 10 minus 8 or 2. So the answer is 8712. So I think what Adityan had done is all from 9s, last from 10, you had subtracted from 9 for all the numbers. So that is why you made a slight mistake in the last digit. So remember, in all from 9s and last from 10, only the first digit should be subtracted from 9. The second digit has to be subtracted from 10. So is this fine? So now we know to multiply any 2-digit number with 99. That too in a very super fast manner. Okay. So we are going to proceed with some hand gestures now. So all of you can bring your hands in front. So we'll have a little bit of relaxation here. We are going to learn how to show numbers with fingers. Okay. So let us start. This is the number 1. So right hand, only the index finger. This is number 1. This is 2. Okay. So this is the hand method. So hope you can see this. This is 3. So 3 fingers up, index, the ring finger and the middle finger. This will make it 3, and this is 4, this is 5. So this is all direct. So starting from 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. Now 6 is a little bit different. 6 is only the little finger or the pinky finger and the thumb. This will be 6, and 7 will be all fingers just like this. Just like you write 7. 8 is like this. 9 is going to be, you have to just bend your index finger. This is 1, this is 9. And 10 you have to use both the hands. This cross is 10. X or cross is 10. So now what I will be doing is I am going to ask you a few things. What you can do is you can practice this hand gestures. So let's start practicing. Let us start by practicing how to show the number 100 with the hand. So I'll show 1 followed by 0. So 0 is not written here, but 0 is like this. You make a 0 with the hand. That is 0, 0. So 1, 0, 0. This is 100. Okay. So what will be the number 99? 99 is going to be 9 and 9. This is how you show with hand gestures. Alright, so let's go to the first problem. I'm going to teach you how to do multiplication close to the number 100. So the sutra that I'll be using here is the same sutra that we introduced last slide, which is all from 9 and last from 10. So this is the sutra that we'll be using to solve this kind of problems. So now what you have to do is, I have represented the top number in blue color and the number below as red color. Now you have to tell me what is the number that you get by applying this sutra. All from 9s, last from 10. What is the result that you get by applying the sutra on the number 98? Any guesses? You don't have to guess, it is very direct. Still no answer? Okay, so let us start with some hand gestures. The first number that I have is 9. So how will I represent 9? 9 like this. How will I represent 8? Anybody recalls how I represent 8? Let's go back. So 8 is represented like this. So the number I have is 9, 8. And the second number is nothing but 8, 8. So I can see Mokshita has written 0 and 2 as the answer. So 0 and 2 is in fact correct. So the sutra all from 9s and last from 10, when applied to 98, you will get the answer as 0, 2. What happens if I apply that to 88? We had already done that in the last slide. So all from 9 means you have to do 9 minus the tens place digit, which is 8 here, which is equal to 1, and do 10 minus the units place digit, which is 8, which is 2. Now if you see, if you add 98 with 2, you're going to get the answer as 100. If I add the number 12 with 88, you're going to get the answer as 100. So this is why we call that this multiplication is near the base number 100. So 100 is what is called as the base number. Okay. So when I did all from 9s and last from 10, I'm getting the answer as 0, 2 and 0, 12. Now finding the answer to this problem is very easy. what you have to do is you put a minus sign in front of these numbers. Here it is minus 02 or minus 2. Here it is minus 12. And you do what is called as cross subtraction. What is that? I am going to explain what is cross subtraction. Take the number minus 2 and add it to 88. What is 88 minus 2? The answer is 86. You can also do 98 minus 12. So I am doing cross subtraction. So the cross is because of this. You are subtracting the number in the red box with the blue number here. Or you can subtract the number in the blue box with the red number here. Both the answers are always going to be the same. In this case, the answer is going to be 88 minus 2, which is 86, or the answer is going to be 98 minus 12, which is also 86. So the first two digits when you multiply 98 with 88 is going to be 86. Now what is the last two digits going to be? You just have to multiply these two numbers in the box. 2 multiplied by 12. This is the number 2 multiplied with 12. What is 2 multiplied with 12? It is going to be 24. So it is as simple as this. So the answer to this problem, 98 multiplied by 88, is going to be 8624. So some of you may still have some doubts. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to give one more practice problem. So this time I'm going to give you 89 multiplied by 89. Now all of you should write in the chat box what is the number that has to be written in the blue box and the red box respectively. So whenever you type the answer, write R for the red box, blue for the blue box. Yeah, hi Prakash, hi Lohita. I think Prakash has recently joined. I didn't see him for a while. Okay. So many of them answer it as 11. So here in this case, both red and blue are going to be the same. In fact, the answer is 11. Why or how do I know the answer is 11? Because when I add 89 with 11, I am going to get the answer as 100. That is how I check whether whatever I have got is correct. Now the next step is you put a negative sign here, negative sign here, do cross addition or cross subtraction, whichever you want. So if I put a negative sign, it is addition. If you don't put a negative sign, it is going to be subtraction. So what is 89 minus 11? It is 89 minus 10 minus 1. So 89 minus 10 is 79. From 79 you subtract one more, which is 78. The second part of the answer is going to be the multiplication of 11. And we all know how to do multiplication of any number by 11, right? So what is 11 times 11? The method is so direct. You have to write the number separated by one missing digit. Now the missing digit you can fill in as 1 plus 1, which is 2. So the answer is 121. It's 3 digits. So what you have to write is, whenever there are more than 2 digits, write the third digit as a carry, or the hundreds place as a carry. So you will write 121 as 121 like this, and this one is going to be carry to the next place. So the answer is going to be 7921. Alright, so how many of you understood how we got the answer as 7921? So we did not use any traditional way of multiplication, but we used only this particular sutra, all from 9s and last from 10, and then we did the second step, which is cross subtraction. After cross subtraction, we did multiplication of the residual numbers. Okay, So Ritvik, have you understood? Yes. So I think Mokshita has also understood. So let us take one last exercise. So we have already done this multiplication, 78 multiplied by 99. Now you can do it in the new method that we just explained here. So I'll give you exactly 30 seconds for this. Try to solve for 78 multiplied by 99. First of all, you can start giving the answers by writing what is in the blue box, what is in the red box. So use R for the red box, B for the blue box while you give the answer in the chat box. Is that fine? I don't see any fastest fingers here. No answers till now. Yeah. So Ritvik says blue box is 22, which is correct. What is there in the red box? Red box, it is 1. Correct. Now the second step. So this is the first step. So I'll just write 1 here. So this is the first step. Second step is cross subtraction. What do you get by cross subtraction? You put a negative sign here, you negative sign here. You can either do 78 minus 1 or 99 minus 22. I'll do 78 minus 1 because that is easier. So this is going to be 77. And the third step is multiplication of residuals, multiplying the residuals. That is the third step. So the residuals are 22 and 1. So what is 22 multiplied by 1? It is just 22. So the answer to 78 multiplied by 99 is 7722. Let's go to the previous slide over here. We got the same answer before, 7722. So I have shown you two methods for multiplication with 99, and I have also shown you how to do multiplication with numbers which are close to 100. Okay, I think we are nearing the end of the class. So what I'll be doing is I'll be taking this part in the next class. It's just showing the theory, why the method that we just showed is working. And I'll teach you other multiplication, like when one number is greater than 100 and when one number is less than 100. So I'm going to show this in the next class. So before I end today's class, I wanted to discuss the project. It will just take me 2 or 3 minutes at max. So this is the question that appeared in project 1. So the question is to draw the pattern of Navashesh or the digit sum for the multiplication table of 5. So multiplication table of 5 is shown here, and the Navashesh is also written here. So what you have to do is just join the lines or the numbers that represent the Navashesh. So the first number is 5. So I'm going to start here. Then it goes to 1. So it is going here. Next it is going to 6. 6 is here. Next it is going to 2. 2 is 2 is slightly off. So I'll just correct that. Alright, that is approximately 2. Next number is 7. Next number is 3. Next number is 8. Next number is 4. And the last number is going to be 9. But this pattern again repeats so that I can connect 9 with 5. So this is very similar to that of a star. So this figure represents a star, or maybe you can make it a flower. So this was the first question. So let me also discuss the second question. We can complete it very quickly. I'll just need one more minute and then I'll talk about project number 2. So let me just read the question for you. So the moon goes around the earth in 28 days, and each day the moon covers an angle of 13. So you have to tell or find the angle that the moon covers by the 11th day. So in each day it covers 13 degrees. So on the 11th day it is going to cover 13 times 11. So this is just an application on how to do multiplication with 11. You all know the trick now. You write the number 1 and 3 separated by a space in the middle. You add the two numbers 1 plus 3 that you put in the middle. So 143 degrees is the amount that the moon goes around the earth in 11 days. Okay. Okay, so I can see Rutvik has posted in the chat as can 10, 20, 30, etc. can be used as a base number? So that's a very good question. So in fact, I'm going to discuss that in the next class. How can I use the number 10, 20, 30, etc. as base numbers for doing multiplication? So in the next class, I'll talk about that. And you will see that it is very useful to learn the base number and the numbers and how to do multiplication of numbers close to the base. All right, so I think I have finished for the day. So let me just take some time to show you what is there in project number 2. So project number 2 also has 3 questions. So I'll just flash the questions. I'm not reading it. After today's class, you can go to the description box and you can see a Google form there, and you can submit that in the Google form. So here is the submission link, and also the submission link is also posted in the chat box. So you can see after the lecture, you can click on that Google form. It will take you to the place where you can see the questions that I just flashed. Okay, so I'll end today's lecture. So keep practicing the problems, and we will come back next Thursday exactly at 7 p.m. and we'll discuss a few more techniques, especially the base number multiplication. So once again, thank you and namaste.